Welcome to the publisher's desk. Tonight, we're cutting through the noise and getting straight to the truth. Donald Trump said he wouldn't start any new wars. He ran on it. He got elected on it. But now, with U.S. strike plans on Iran in motion and Trump cheering on Israel's bombing campaign, the question has to be asked, is he betraying his base? Because this isn't just about foreign policy. This is about trust. It's about what happens when political promises meet military pressure. And it's about whether America first still means America first, or if we've quietly gone back to business as usual. Let's break it down.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.
Donald Trump ran on a promise of peace. No new wars, no endless foreign entanglements. But now, with U.S. strike plans against Iran on the table and Trump backing Israel's military assault, many are asking, is Trump betraying his base? Let's talk about it. Trump didn't just promise peace. He ran against the very idea of war. He slammed Bush over Iraq. He called the military-industrial complex corrupt. And in 2024, he doubled down, telling Americans he'd stop World War III, pull back from Ukraine, and avoid the Middle East altogether.
Military, and ideally, we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years, we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
But fast forward to 2025, and we're seeing a different tone. After Israel launched strikes on Iran's nuclear facility at Fordow, Trump called it excellent. He's approved U.S. military strike plans and told Iran to accept unconditional surrender.
No, they had bad intentions. You know, for 40 years, they've been saying death to America, death to Israel, death to anybody else that they didn't like. They were bullies. They were schoolyard bullies. And now they're not bullies anymore, but we'll see what happens. Look.
That's not staying out of war. That's walking toward it. Even Trump's base is divided. Steve Bannon says this could tear the soul out of MAGA.
We're all guilty. That's where this movement came from. Stop the forever wars, because your sons and daughters are fighting them just like your sons and daughters are going to be fighting this one. So if we're going to do it this time, let's have an adult conversation. Do not come here and say, oh, we got to protect America, and then get them out. Get them out of Iraq, get them out of the embassy. That's not a call for us to get engaged in a shooting war, and that's what we're engaged in a couple hours into this. You either got it, if you're going to go alone, you can take care of your deal or not. You don't need us. Decide to go alone. Decide to reject it. No, we don't need you. We're going to go it alone. And the go it alone lasts about 6 hours. Not only do they want defense, they want us to go on offense.
This is Tucker Carlson tweet on the issue. Nothing would be more destructive to our country, and yet we're closer than ever, thanks to unrelenting pressure from neocons. This is suicidal. Tucker Carlson hosts on camera. Tucker Carlson's not just tweeting, he's sending a flare into the sky. What he's saying here is simple. The push for war with Iran isn't coming from average Americans, or even from Donald Trump's base. It's coming from the same neoconservatives who pushed us into Iraq. The warhawks who live in D.C., think tanks run bipartisan foreign policy panels, and profit off military conflict. And he's right. This pressure is coming from both Republicans and Democrats. These are the people who never fight the wars themselves, but they're always the first to call for bombs, boots, and body bags. Tucker's calling it what it is, suicidal. Not just because of the human cost, but because a war with Iran could destroy what's left of American trust, economy, and leadership. And if Trump listens to those voices after promising no new wars, he risks becoming the very thing he once ran against. Veterans and working class Americans who voted for peace are asking, why are we risking American lives over another country's war? We voted for America first, not Israel first. If Trump orders a strike, he'll be joining the same crowd he once called warmongers. Iraq, Afghanistan, now Iran. We know how these stories end, with broken promises, injured soldiers, and skyrocketing costs. This isn't strength. It's surrender to the very forces he promised to fight. So we ask again, is Trump breaking his word to his own supporters? Or is he walking into the trap he warned us about? And let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to Black Westchester for independent analysis, unbought and unbossed. This is the Publisher's Desk. At Black Westchester, we're committed to truth, transparency, and giving you the news with the Black point of view. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay informed, stay blessed, and stay Blacktastic. Thank you to everyone who supported us through Super Chat. Your contributions keep independent media alive and thriving. We couldn't do it without you. Stand up, speak out, rock the message that matters, community before party. Get your shirt today and let your vote wear your interest and values over party loyalty. Black media, Black truth, Black freedom. Support independent Black media. The Freedom Tea from the Publisher's Desk says what the system won't.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.